Welcome back, YouTube. I'm Edwin.
And I'm Joseph.
And this is
Edwin and Joseph Talks.
So this past two videos, we explained how we're only going to be able to put out 3 videos this week. It's been kind of a busy week, especially the weekend with us. This past Saturday, we were actually at the Knotfest Roadshow here in San Bernardino, California. For those of you that don't know us personally, about 2 years ago, we did the Knotfest, where it was like a 3-day camp out, and we went with a big group of friends, and probably one of the better times of our lives. We, just hung out, 3 days of concerts, camping. We took games, we had food, whatever. So I guess today what we'll do is we'll talk about our experience for this past Saturday, and then we'll kind of get into it, ask some questions, and try to find out what it is about things like this that people really like going to,
For me, when we went to the concert, I told Edwin, I was like, we should do a video about this. And for me, it's more of a psychology type thing of why people like concerts, like sporting events. Are they similar and stuff like that? And even if you look at, ancient times, if you take the Romans, they had the Colosseum. It was a lot more gruesome. People were dying and
gladiator
stuff.
Fights and whatnot.
Yeah, but in the same aspect, we've always had this since, probably the beginning of times. I would say, if you even take smaller groups where you have, native peoples doing their rites and their ceremonies and rituals, that could even be almost a form of it.
In a sense, yeah, I guess you can look at it that way.
What is it about concerts that really drives you to go?
I mean, for me personally, when I'm sitting here at home or in a car or whatever, listening to music, I get into it, but it's mainly just headbanging and just listening to that. When I go at a concert, especially when I go with a group of friends and we're just all there, and you can hear and feel the music, it's different. It's a different feeling. Mm-hmm. I get more into it. We're jumping around. I mean, the other night you and I even got in a pit. It's been a while, but it's a different feeling. You can feel the energy of the music, and just being surrounded by your friends kind of intensifies that.
For me, of course, if you're a Slipknot fan, you know about Knotfest, or what it used to be. This year is more of just a regular type of concert, where they call it the Knotfest Roadshow. But Slipknot for me has always been a band that lets me get out a lot of aggression.
Yeah. Whether
you believe what you want about the band, this really isn't about the taste in music. I've always been able to get out a lot of deep stuff, out of that. You seen me probably go crazy that night.
Yeah.
It was fun. I absolutely love it. I dress, not all the time I dress up, but I dressed up, had a mask, I made a custom shirt, went, I'm not taking credit for it, might have started a mosh pit that that took out gate dividers from the seat and in between general admission. So
I really wish I had that part on video. That was great.
For me, it's very therapeutic, and I want to say for a lot of people it is. Now, people want to say sporting events is a distraction made by the government to basically be focused on that instead of what's actually happening in the world. Do you believe that?
I mean, personally, I don't, just because of the bands I listen to and stuff. I've been to a few concerts where they've had anti-government messages. Mm-hmm. I don't know if I mean, I guess in a sense it could be some form of still them doing it and making it not look that way. But I, from personal experience, I've never felt that. Or I've never,
You know, when you go to like a concert, sporting event, or any big venue thing, it's just entertainment that you're sharing with other people. I love music. When I'm doing artwork, I'm always listening to music. Most of the time, anytime I'm doing something that doesn't require me to stay focused on something, I have music on. And seeing your favorite people live, that's a major drive.
it is.
One, you're supporting the people that you like, whether it's big scale to even a small venue and a local artist that hasn't made it big. You're still supporting them, and even the venue that go to provide that. That in itself is kind of a good feeling. I don't know if you ever seen the thing, support your local artists.
Yeah.
That is a major way that people that, some of us want to get out there and they're not just doing it for money.
No. Some of them really, really passionately enjoy what they do, and it's been like their life dream to do that. And it's nice when you can get out there and actually help that, help support that.
I mean, yeah, there's always that dream where you'll make it big. And granted, what we went to was a big show, but it's still, you're still supporting the artists and what they're doing. Because without that, will they keep doing it?
Yeah.
I mean, they might. They just wouldn't have the superstardom.
Yeah, it wouldn't be as big. I mean, you gotta realize, and I would hope they would realize it, that the artist is only as big as their fans.
That's
the
true.
bigger of a fan base they have, the more we. And not saying it in a cocky sort of aspect or anything, but we are their reason for even being here. If it wasn't for them having fans, where would they be? Would Slipknot be as big as Slipknot is? Would Drake or whatever it is that you listen to? They are able to do what they do in a sense because they have the fan base. A lot of them have great voices, are talented with instruments, and that's great, but without a fan base, you still don't have, there is no superstardom.
So, one thing, like I said, for me, it's kind of like the psychology of it. Because I would assume a lot of people don't realize this because, we're putting ourselves to the world.
Yeah.
Edwin and I sometimes aren't people, persons. There's times when we've lived together that both of us were completely opposite for hours at a time.
Yeah. I mean, we're in front of a camera and stuff, it's a little different. But I'm probably one of the most antisocial people I know. Like, it takes a lot for me to actually go out and be around a group of people and because it's just not my style. But I think if we're speaking in the concert aspect of it, it's just different, dude. Like,
Well, I know that the first year that you went to Knotfest and we camped, Edwin was like, my anxiety, I don't know about this. And I'm like, dude, everybody there is there for the same reason. We're all, in a sense, like-minded people. Even though you have 60 to 80,000 different types of people, we're all there in the same sense for the same reasons.
And I think that kind of helped a lot with not only that concert, but going to, because I have bad anxiety. Like, I can't be around a big group of people and feel comfortable,
And I'm one of those weirdos that even though I can be antisocial, you put me in an environment like that, like I think Karina said it yesterday, and I've had other people say it. I'm like the social butterfly.
Yeah.
Where I might not try to be, but it just kind of happens.
Yeah.
And that's kind of how I've always been. You know, whether it's been school, work. You know, there's times I'm very quiet, and people that don't see that side, they're like, "What's wrong?" And I'm like, "Nothing's wrong. I'm just me right now." But for me, it's that whole experience was a good release. You know?
Well, and I think that's what helped a lot with me yesterday too. Because I mean, right off the bat, as soon as we got into the venue, like I was good.
Yeah.
We ran into a lot of people that we hadn't seen in forever, good friends, and I think all that and just being like around the music I love, minus one band I won't mention it, but you know, outside of that, like I think that experience, just being around people I love and people that I love being around, and then the music I love, just kind of helped me, like, I guess in a sense, like feel mellow about being there, and I wasn't as like skittish or closed off or anything as like I normally am.
And I can't say this for everybody that was there, but you know, some of the friends that we have because of this, we probably would have never have had.
Yeah.
We would have never have met. We would never have hung out, you know, or continued outside of that if it wasn't for, you know, Not Fest or concert or just stuff like that, you know? So, to the viewers, you know, why do you like going to concerts? What makes you spend $40 on a t-shirt for a band? What makes you, you know, hit mosh pits or go to raves or whatever you're into? Is it a therapeutic thing for you? Do you just like going, you know, some people kind of the attention thing? What exactly is it that you like or even dislike? I mean, there's some negative stuff about, you know, concerts, like having to leave. If you're at a venue that just has horrible leaving, which kind of where we were doesn't have the best.
Yeah, I think
leaving.
we waited like an hour and a half before.
Yeah, but we had a plan. We had chairs,
drinks,
you know, drinks. Yeah, we were good. Hit us up with those comments, guys.
Let us know what your favorite music is, what concerts you do like to attend.
Right. What was the best concert you guys ever had? You know, hit us with those comments.
What was your first concert? I can tell you, and I'm not proud of it. My first concert was actually with my sister at a Backstreet Boy concert.
There you
back
go.
In 90, I think it was 98.
And my first concert, big concert, was the very first Slipknot Knot Fest in Council Bluffs, Iowa.
So he's an original for that.
Yeah, so when it comes to Knot Fest, I'm a fan. I've only missed a couple. One of them I really regret, but I couldn't go. Life events and money that was happening at the time. That's when Korn played. I wanted to go to that one so bad. But anyways,
let us know. Let us know what it is you enjoy about not only being able to hear your favorite music, but see your favorite musician up on stage. Do they hype you up when they're running around and jumping? You know, what do you love about being there at that moment?
And with that, this is the final video this week. I know we're about too short, but this next week we'll be back to our 5. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. Almost like every YouTube channel, half of you aren't subscribed. We pay attention to that.
It'd be a lot cooler if you did.
Right. With that, see you guys later.